Hello and welcome back to Rimworld. Last time, the great fiefdom of Jake unfortunately may have collapsed terribly. Not the best situation, it has to be said. There was a lot of fire and a lot of death, but we will start again as a new crash-landed society. We're gonna stick with Cassandra on rough because, I mean, that's just how we gotta do it. We're clearly not good enough to go any more complicated than rough. Let's face it. And what are we gonna have? Some world with the seed called Bringa? I'm fine with that. Ooh, look at this. Oh. Interesting. We seem to have a very large tundra-like area. What is this red thing here? Let's see if we can get that. Oh, it's a faction base of a band of pirates. I don't think we want to start with a band of pirates. We could... I don't feel like we want to start in any tundra areas. That would be bad. That's probably the worst idea. But we could start in some, like, shrublands, temperate forest areas. I feel like the jungle had a lot of potential, but also a lot of fairly dangerous animals and such. So I feel like out here is going to be the way to go. Out in the nice temperate forest in the eastern areas. Average winter temperature is negative 0.7 degrees Celsius. Average summer temp is 22.9. That's fine. Let's do this. Select the site. Now let's see who we got. We do have to make sure that we choose half-decent people, not two people who are like pyromaniacs like last time. Who is this? Haruka McFarlane. She was a child star. She can't do plant cutting, hauling, or cleaning. And she's apparently also a nurse, giving her additional social and medicine, which is not a bad move. She has hunting disabled. And actually, she has some pretty good stats along here. That's not the end of the world. Who is this? Chewy the missionary. He was an upper herb worlder. What's an herb worlder? Living in an apartment far above the dense poverty of... Oh, urban world. Okay. So he's got some bonuses to art and research. I don't know about him. He's going to be a bit complicated. And we have this guy named Liam Dixon, who is a cult child. Has to be from the occult, don't they? And he's a Glitter World officer, giving him additional melee, a bit of art. Plant cutting, hauling, cleaning is taken off. We can't have two people with, like, plant cutting, hauling, and stuff cut off. I feel like we're gonna randomize this guy because he happens to be concerningly volatile. Who do we got? Oh my word, look at Ty. Ty Bushido Shorty was a frightened child, meaning that firefighting is apparently disabled, and he's a Luddite rebel. Jeez. He's got smithing, tailoring, crafting, and researching disabled, but he's got increases to... Okay, that's not bad. He's got some... What's his growing? His growing is 1. That's not great. He's abrasive, and he's also a prosthetophile. Feels limited... Oh, he wants to be some sort of, like, cyborg. I think we're fine with him. He's kind of a strange guy, this shorty, but we can go with that. In terms of this person, I think we got this under control. She's okay. She can be our research art person. He. This is not a female. This is a man. I'm so sorry, Samuel Chewy. Your name is kind of, you know, I don't even know which direction it should go. And then you. She's got so much stuff cut out of her abilities. Let's randomize it a bit. Oh, wait, not information. We don't want information. No, we have to have at least one female member of the team. Okay. Looks like she's a vat-grown soldier. Doctoring and warding disabled, and a VR designer. Plant cutting, hauling, cleaning disabled. That's not bad. She's incapable of dumb labor, caring, and social. She's apparently a nudist. Okay. That's fine. She is too smart for her own good. She learns everything faster, but she's quite eccentric. Okay, that's fine. And she's ascetic. Asceticism. She will be put in a poor mood if her bedroom that's too impressive. Oh, so she wants like a lesser bedroom or something like that? That's fine. Okay, we'll go with these people. Let's do this. It's, I will admit, a very strange group of individuals for this colony, but I think, personally, I've found that strange groups of individuals tend to survive for at least a little while. We're on an unknown Rimworld now. Okay. Hey guys, how's it going? Oh, who's our animal? Dreamweaver, the female cat. How nice. Okay, first and foremost, we need to set all of this to unforbidden. Basic things, and we'll have to start up a nice building. We'll get... Okay, who's the vat-grown soldier? That's you, Leinster. You are going to equip the survival rifle, because you're the best at that. And then... So, as a missionary, can he fight? Yeah, he can fight. He just has terrible skills regarding fighting. So the missionary's going to pick up the plasteel knife, and Bushido's going to get the pistol. And we should have a bunch of other equipment sitting around on the map somewhere. There's the survival packaged meals, which is nice. And we've got a bunch of steel, I believe, as well, just sitting around. What is this? This room looks concerningly ominous. I think we are going to cordon that off and never go anywhere near that particular structure, because it's probably going to try to kill us at some point. Is that an ostrich? What is an ostrich doing in a temperate forest? I feel like a temperate forest is not the biome for an ostrich. It's just not really what works out there. Okay, I think we got everything set up for the initial situation. That's nice. Now we need to start building our homestead. Now oh wait, there's a bunch more packaged survival meals. That's perfect. Okay, so our homestead. We're gonna have to start with a pretty standard. We need to cut down some trees, people. Cut down some trees, please. Nobody start any fires. Oh, I think we just set to harvest a bunch of plants. I'm fine with that. In terms of work, we do have people who will do that. Yes, we do. And we should probably start immediately getting a growing zone up and running. So I guess we'll set up our farm over here. It's going to be a nice little potato farm. Potatoes are a basic and very important part of any diet of anyone ever, regardless of whether or not they have potatoes available. Trust me, that's just a truth. So who's got the big skills within growing? Oh, it's Linda Leinster. You, Linda Leinster, will become a great grower within the colony. She will be the designated, what is it? Ooh, farmer. There we go. That's the word, farmer. Oh, that word was way too hard to come up with. Not enough stored. Shut up about things not having enough stored. We're fine. So instead of building a big common room, I think what we'll do is set up individual rooms first and foremost, and then move on to common areas afterwards. So we'll set up, like, I guess, this little, like, enclave thing as our system of rooms. So that'll give 3 individual bedrooms. They're not super big, but they're not super tiny either. Did I just put... That door should not be there. And we'll get, like, floors down in there. We'll start getting some lighting and stuff in these rooms, some power going on. It'll be great, trust me. This colony is going to be exceptional. I promise nothing. I really promise nothing. Things are going to go downhill, I can assure you. They won't go downhill too slowly either. But did you just... Oh, okay. Bushido just, like, threw up in the corner of this room. I was very concerned. Oh, he's throwing up right now. Oh, Bushido, stop vomiting in the middle of the walkway. Go vomit somewhere else. He just has cryo-sleep sickness. Don't worry. He's not like Jake, who basically was on the verge of death due to the fact that he had terrible gut worms. Leinster, stop building things and go do your farming stuff. That's what you're supposed to do. Chewy, I know I set this giant order for cutting a ton of plants, but that's really not what I want. I want chopped wood exclusively. So if you can just chop down a bunch of wood, that'd be great, Chewy. Thank you. Chewie, I feel like, is going to be a reliable person. He is a missionary, and I do find missionaries to be vaguely reliable, questionable, but, you know, it's a thing. So most likely, I think Chewie will be a good member of the colony. Boshetto, yes, it's a bit questionable. I think he's currently not wearing any pants, which, let's actually check that. Oh, he is wearing pants. Okay. If he wasn't wearing pants, I would find him to be quite a concerning individual, as, I mean, anyone who chooses to not wear pants out in the middle of the wilderness is kind of weird. Gonna have to level with you. That's not normal. That's quite strange. But if everyone's wearing pants, which everyone is, I think we have a good team. No one's gonna burn anything down. Please. Just... This isn't like a statement. It's not an objective statement. It's a request to please don't burn anything down, guys. I don't know if any of you saw The Last Colony. I'm pretty sure none of these people saw The Last Colony. But it ended in a blaze of glory. Literal blaze of glory. It was actually quite impressive how thoroughly they managed to actually destroy everything in the colony in one fell swoop. Dang it, Jake. Okay. So with this setup, we should then move on to probably setting up the walk-in cooler, because keeping food fresh is going to be a very important part of our continued existence on this tiny little planet of ours. Oh, look at this. Things are going just swimmingly. Let's get the beds in place so that hopefully by the end of this first day, we should be able to have everyone sleeping indoors. That would be great. I'm not certain it'll be a thing that we can do, but it's something that we can try to do. So, Lenster, you've planted the fields. Let's get you back onto construction so that we can speed this up just a little bit. And that should be great. Oh, you're going to build the solar panels? Fine. Fine, no, I'm not accepting that. Go build the beds, Lenster. Come on. Look, I understand the solar panels are nice and all. Having electricity is great. But building beds is kind of slightly more important than getting power up and running. I'd prefer that everyone did not sleep on the cold, hard ground infested with ants and occasional spiders, which I'm pretty sure does not facilitate good sleeping. Although, personally, I've never slept on ground covered in ants and spiders, so what do I know? I mean, this is just an assumption here. Just guessing that that's not a good place to sleep in. Well, actually, for a first day trying to survive, we've actually succeeded at quite a bit of stuff. Boshetto, are you stargazing? Good for you, man. I know you're a Luddite and all that, and personally I find that quite... Hey! There's a Timberwolf eating our packaged survival meals. This is why we seriously need to get the, oh, look at all this steel. Where'd that come from? Anyway, this is why we need to get the walk-in fridge up and running as soon as possible. Because, quite frankly, there's just too many animals out here who want to eat all of our nice little meals, which are clearly not for the animals. Oh, man. Chewie's the only one right now who's actually sleeping in a legitimate room. Everyone else is sleeping in a mostly legitimate room. Like, look at all those holes in the walls in Lenster's room. Any little squirrel could come up and just, like, get underneath the bed, and Lenster will wake up in the morning, like, swing her legs over the bed, and out of nowhere comes just a vicious squirrel. She, of course, freaks out and starts, like, lighting fires everywhere, because, I mean, that's just how people react to things, right? You just light things on fire. Lighting things on fire is not a legitimate way to react to things. Ugh. I'm not going to get over that anytime soon. Anyone who destroys their place of living by lighting it on fire is just not acceptable. Anyway. The colony's going quite nicely. Let's actually start setting up that walk-in refrigerator. We're gonna build it out of steel. I mean, I don't know why. I guess steel is better at, like, you know, holding the temperature? Is that a thing or not? I don't know. I don't know if it has, like, different things are more insulating than others, but we'll set it up, I guess, over here. We'll get a decent-sized room. We'll fill it up with meats and potatoes, mostly potatoes, but also some meats. And it'll just be brilliant. We're also going to need some batteries and such. We're going to need public rooms much quicker than we expected, won't we? That's quite unfortunate. Well, I don't know how quickly you expected to have public rooms, but I expected to have them like maybe 2 or 3 years down the line. In the meantime, we will promote the capitalist ideology of individual rooms for every person. And eventually, the class struggle will be so great that we will be forced to actually create communal buildings due to a proletariat uprising, which is unfortunate. I mean, most people don't enjoy proletariat uprisings. I'm pretty sure the proletariats do. But then again, I don't talk to disgusting, filthy plebs, so I wouldn't particularly know whether or not they like it very much. So there you go. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, man. Perfect. Things are up and running. We can potentially turn this wall into an individual structure made out of nice wood. We'll set up like this, a nice little storage room. And in here, we'll also throw the batteries. Because I'm not building batteries until there's going to be a roof over those batteries. And right now, there's not going to be a roof over those batteries. It's kind of unfortunate. Chewy, are you doing nothing right now? Chewy, don't you do nothing. What kind of work can you do? Get to construction, Chewy. Come on. Everyone else is building things. You need to build things too. It's part of your God-given right to build things for me. Which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, they do basically exist to serve my whims. Which, I mean, I'm not judging it because, quite frankly, I quite enjoy these entities existing basically exclusively to cater to my whims of how this colony should go, outside of the fact that, you know, there is also the 90% chance that they will also be its downfall, which is unfortunate. I don't appreciate it. I don't like it. Personally, I don't like them either, but that's, you know, that's beside the point. It doesn't change the actual power dynamic of the situation at all, whether or not I actually like them. Okay, so we've got basic lights up and running in rooms. We'll get some basic lights in the walk-in fridge, and we should run a cooler here as well. I mean, that is kind of necessary overall in order to actually create a walk-in refrigerator, is that there be some form of actual power to cool it down to the point that it's actually a refrigerator. I don't know if you noticed that or not. Oh, Chewy! You didn't succeed at building the cooler. You wasted resources. Disgusting, Chewy. Disgusting. Not acceptable, Chewy. You are officially ostracized from the colony, Chewy. It's over. You're done. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We can't throw Chewy out that quickly. I know that he failed us terribly by not properly constructing things, but I guess we have to be vaguely lenient towards Chewy, even though I don't like being lenient towards the members of our colony, because usually you be lenient towards them and then they just start randomly causing terrible fires that destroy the entire colony, which I do not count as a good thing. Anyway, for now, I guess that will actually bring us to the end of this episode. For a first episode, I think we've actually done quite a bit. We have in 2 days, 2 in-game days, succeeded at building individual quarters for every person. We've almost got the walk-in refrigerator up and running, and we've got the walls and roof put on a storage facility with batteries and all that stuff. So quite frankly, this is quite a successful colony. I feel like we're gonna go places. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe, and until next time, enjoy the rest of your day.